And they told her not to, and she did it anyway. Startling new information about the Rio Grande high school crisis. Good evening. Angry parents who attended tonight's Albuquerque School Board meeting got some answers about what caused the class scheduling fiasco at Rio Grande High School.
But it may not have been enough, as the meeting deteriorated into finger-pointing, shouting, and even an impromptu walkout. News 13's Jim Winchester was there.
Diane, it is messy. 2 weeks into the school year, and Rio Grande students still don't have their final schedules. Now, tonight, parents demanded answers, and they wanted heads to roll.
And I do not like being called a liar.
Anger boiling over, finger pointing and accusations.
You used me to get that information out.
I don't think it was fake. We're talking about failure. That's you guys sitting up there.
But before the parents lashed out, Superintendent Winston Brooks chronicled the events that led to the failure of class schedules to be completed by the time school started at Rio Grande High. He says in late June, 2 weeks into the job, newly appointed principal Cynthia Chalberg-Hale recommended that the existing class schedules at the high school be scrapped. A day later, APS advised Hale not to scrap those schedules. But the next day, she did it anyway. And Brooks pointed out the old schedules were not saved.
Well, to be honest, I really don't think Principal Hale knew at the time all of the complexities and what kind of what the cause and effect of this might be.
Brooks says more than 24 counselors were dispatched to the school to fix the schedules and gave them as much overtime as necessary to get the job done.
I probably should have been on top of this better.
Brooks and a lead district scheduler apologized and assured parents the final schedules will be distributed on Tuesday. But the meeting came to an abrupt halt after school board member Dolores Griego claimed that she was ignored by parents when she tried to reach out to them before school started.
I don't want your job. If I work for APS, they can stifle me and tell me what I can say. That's not going to happen, but I will have your job.
After the outburst, the board took a 5-minute break, but the cooling off period did little to parents still looking for accountability.
What will be the consequences? Because we just want to make sure that something like this doesn't happen.
Now, a lot of the parents want the principal fired. Last week, the superintendent said that he won't do that. APS is working with the state to come up with a plan for students to make up for lost classroom time. Now, that may include an extra day of tutoring or even extra classes after school. Diane?
Okay, Jim, thanks. The district says it usually takes 6 to 7 months to complete the student schedules. When Rio Grande's principal scrapped the finished class schedules, she had only 5 weeks to get the new ones done.
State